basketball on 2K Sports. Glad to have you along. With Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. This is Brian Anderson. And we also... And it's the Sixers to start out. All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. Butler and Draymond are the 3 and the 4. MP is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Horford in at the center position, locking down the middle.
Recognize the D is closing in. Maxey letting it go.
Pass to Curry. The 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Inside. That's good from Drummond. On the assist from Maxey.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And the basket by MP.
Yeah, very accurate shot by MP. He must have been drilling these since a young age.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. I asked him about keys to the game, and he said all roads lead to Steph Curry, in particular, his movement off ball. Coach said even when you try to switch, he finds little pockets of space, then he uses that quick trigger to beat closeouts. It's never an easy matchup. BA?
Thanks for that, Allie. Some around the league, Shams, saying the Big Three super team era is done. You see it that way?
Listen, BA, the latest CBA clearly is designed to spread talent around the league, clearly is designed for parity around the league, but I really feel like the super team era really came and went pretty quickly. We saw Miami with their Big Three win it all. Kevin Durant to Golden State was really a one-off product of the salary cap spike in 2016. That's been about it. It's been about parity, but you still do need a couple stars in today's NBA to win.
George outside. Back to Maxey from the arc. He buries it from 3. Maxey's got 6.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
MP scanning the floor. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
After 5 shots, that's their first miss. I definitely call that a good start.
And the league instituting an international flavor for this year's All-Star Game, Shams. What more can you tell us?
Yeah, I'm told the league is really drawing inspiration from what we saw be a successful tournament in hockey. The NBA has been eager to increase the compete level for years now, so the U.S. versus the world format might just be the one to facilitate that this year.
And he dunks it down.
Heads up on the money pass by Maxey. Great vision.
1:49 left in the first quarter of the game. On the wing, Green. Back to Curry. Six on the shot clock. Another 3 for Golden State.
A dozen consecutive points off of 3s. This defense looks rattled.
Edgecombe uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, I like when Edgecombe is aggressive like this inside because he's very skilled at converting from there.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Both teams will make substitutions. And here's Curry for 3. Drummond grabs the miss. 76ers trail by 4. Outside Maxey. 59 seconds left in the first. Such a wide open look. Maxey's got 9.
From three-point land, few guys in this league are better than Maxey. You have to run him off that line.
The 3 from Curry. Nails it from 3.
Wow, 5 consecutive 3s. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Outside Grimes. Maxey against MP. Takes a 3. Warriors with the rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Good.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. 6-point game. Defeated by Washington in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
It really just wasn't a fun game for them. Their offense looked stagnant, and they couldn't get anything going.
It seemed like any time they strung together a few baskets, they just went ice cold so quickly.
He makes the D look silly. What an incredible move.
Man, how about that finish right there? Not too bad.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. The Warriors on top, they lead by 6. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And thanks again for tuning in. The Warriors game is going global. What's next?
So, B.A., Adam Silver cited this statistic. 5 years from now, over 40% of the youth of the world will live in Africa. I think we'll see a lot of investment in developing that talent, not to mention captivating fans in that market, but really around the world. That's what the NBA is, a global sport.
You think we'll see teams, divisions, possibly groups of teams in certain areas around the world that'll be part of the NBA?
The NBA Europe is very much in the works. There could be a real league there with the NBA.
Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. George out there with Kelly Oubre. And it's Drummond in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Back to Maxey. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
Watch out when Maxey finds his groove like this. He'll just keep coming at you and at you.
And here's MP from outside. It's hauled in by Oubre. All right, Shams, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, B.A. Thank you.
And as always, Shams with some great stuff there. I'll tell you what, this guy knows all when it comes to the NBA.
No doubt, Shams is the guy when you're looking for the inside scoop. So well connected and respected around the league. Yeah, when we talk about MP's unlimited potential, we're referring to nights like this one.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Draymond Green's talked about his mind for the game. He said, I've never been the tallest or the fastest. We all have gifts. My IQ is a gift that was enhanced by great coaches. I was taught the game properly, so I'm very fortunate and extremely thankful for the coaches that I've had in my life. Brian, back to you.
Paying tribute. All right, thank you, Allie. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Here's Oubre. Some solid defense from Butler. The Warriors leading. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Sinks the tray.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Philadelphia has gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. George passes to Maxey. From deep. They get the rebound. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
And here's MP from outside. And the Warriors with another 3.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Hey, 3 points is better than 2. They built this lead by tacking on that extra point at the end of possessions. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot run line. They're venturing up that shot. Give it up for the participant.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule. Fellas, what stands out to you about this schedule?
Man, I don't have time to be thinking about their schedule. I got my own schedule to worry about.
What? You're too busy visiting fast food chains and shooting low-budget commercials, that's why.
Nothing low budget here, Kenny. Just ask my bank account.
Can't argue with that one, though.
And looking back on the first half of our game, it hasn't gone according to plan for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Facing good shooters, you have to extend your defense early in the clock. Let those guys drain a few and get into rhythm. You're toast with the butter and the jelly.
Avocado toast.
Ooh, I like that too, Jet.
Don't put your diet on me, Kenny.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, he really outdid himself in that first half. Stepped up and gave them a big lift.
And I like that they had the confidence in him to keep calling his number.
And one move we're seeing more frequently these days, Richard, the self alley-oop.
T-Mac might have been the first to do it back in the 02 All-Star game, but now you see it a few times this season, but it is still a major highlight every time.
Kicking off the second half, here's Steve Kerr's 5. Butler and Draymond are the 3 and the 4. Stephen Curry is out there with MP, and it's Horford in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Let's go with a 3, and the Warriors with another 3.
Yeah, just making the shot look easy. MP certainly has put some work into his shooting motion.
Outside Oubre. Philadelphia moving it around. Pass to Maxey. Clock at 6. Here's Edgecombe. The 3 is up. That one doesn't drop.
You love to see the competitive fire, but he couldn't sink that revenge triple.
MP drills the 3.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
76ers trail by 15. And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has meant everything, Grant.
Oh my, his growth both with his play, but also with his leadership has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy. It really helps pull this team together. Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
For your Sixers ENT, make some noise, everybody.
And the power rankings look more concrete every day. Plenty of games behind us here in December. You look at Detroit, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
I think for the Warriors, they've played with a lot of effort over this last stretch. Sometimes that's the only edge you need to beat teams that are similar in talent. They're the class of their division right now. Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
The 3. Another one falls. Amazing.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Pass to Edgecombe. Outside Oubre. Here's Edgecombe, covered by MP. Here's Maxey. Good! Now 7 for 11 on the night.
Well, they get 1 to drop. A little relief after 4 straight misses to start the half.
MP left side. 4-3. Good! Another from 3.
And this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for 3rd now for most threes in a game.
And the points keep piling up and the 3s keep dropping in. He is red hot from downtown. And here's Maxey outside. Oh, nice D from Curry.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
And there's really no debate, Richard. And again for 3.
The parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for second for most threes in a game. What a monster performance from deep it's been. And Drummond with the jam.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him. And again.
And it's 60 points again for him. Can't believe he's done it 3 times.
That's right. And now he's tied for the third most 60-point games in a single campaign. Back to Maxey. Fires the 3. Warriors with the rebound.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
From deep, MP. Good! Another from 3.
Oh, hot as a tea kettle. He is just firing away, and he has set a new record for the most triples ever in an NBA game.
Breaking his own record. We knew his reputation and the kind of shooting display he can put on. He's taken it to another level, though. And it's a completely new group here for the Warriors. And some of the best high flyers in the NBA. Some of this year's contenders for the dunk contest.
And when you look at the names on that list, you just know that contest has a chance to be special.
Well, you look at Edgecombe, coming in at 5th in the dunk contest voting. A high. Substitution here for Philadelphia. Andre Drummond is checked in for Bona. Oubre comes in for Gordon. Edgecombe, he's checked in for Grimes. And it's Maxey in for Watford. And Golden State also making a switch. MP's checked in. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Andre Drummond is out there with Paul George. And it's Oubre in at the 3, small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Curry against Maxey. And here's Oubre from the arc. The rebound by Post. Post has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Curry. And yes, another basket.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Pass to Drummond. Here's Edgecombe. Back to Drummond. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open 3, that's the key to efficient offense.
On the wing, MP. Maxey covering. Oh, connects again.
What a game from him. 72 points.
And he's been simply sensational throughout this one. Drummond, the screen on Curry. And here's Maxey outside. The rebound by Post. Post has got rebound number 8 here already. Yet another bucket.
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time great individual performances in league history. And it's Maxey missing.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between. And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Warriors.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything.
Good. He hits again.
And that ties him for 3rd all-time scoring for a single game. What a remarkable night.
Boy, a game not to be forgotten. He has put on a show.
And to equal a mark set way back in 1961 by Wilt Chamberlain, that tells you all you need to know.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Kuminga, the pass to Curry. Shoots over Maxey. Again! What an avalanche!
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now 3rd all-time for points in a game. 1 for the ages.
He's surpassed Wilt Chamberlain's less famous scoring mark from 1961 and Kobe Bryant now in his sights. Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
Too little, too late. That final score will look way close.
Another one goes! Incredible!
And that score moves him up in the record books yet again.
He now stands alone for 2nd most points in a game. Unbelievable night.
And to think he has eclipsed Kobe's mark of 81 and now has his sights set on 100. this is a game we'll be talking about for decades.
And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And now let's go to Jennifer Quintana.
80 points. Only 2 people in the history of the league have reached 80 points before tonight, MP. What are you feeling right now?
I feel pretty incredible. I'm sorry, I'm not usually at a loss for words, but I'm not sure what to say right now.
Understandable. Congratulations.
Actually, I know exactly what to say. I told you so. Anyone who doubted me, for all the people who never believed in me, look at me. And now look at you. And to any kid out there watching this right now, and you're trying to achieve something great, don't listen to the haters. They're gonna lose and you're gonna win, and when you do, make sure to let them hear it. Because the flowers are never as loud as the hate. And that's all I gotta say.
Great words, MP. Thank you so much. Brian, over to you.
All right, thanks, Jennifer. And that about wraps it up. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.